Tonight's Bail Arm starting goaltender Antti Niemi goes for the Sharks. He leads the National Hockey League in wins with 36, had a 28-save victory at Edmonton on Tuesday night. He'll face Winnipeg's backup netminder, Al Montoya. Their number one man is out with an injury, Ondrej Pavelec, and he's on the trip but not able to go for the Jets tonight as Todd McLellan and the Sharks 4-1-1 since Todd took over behind the San Jose bench against this Winnipeg franchise that is just a few years back into the league after leaving Atlanta. Paul Maurice came over mid-season to take the job here in Winnipeg, and he's actually got a winning record with the Jets since taking over, but they stumble a little bit post-Olympics here. The Jets have won just 2 of their last 11, and now they're in desperation mode. 9 points out with 9 to play. Not saying it's impossible, but they would not only have to just about win out, they also have to pass 4 teams to try and get a wild card spot in the West. So it's tough going for the Jets, but they're still mathematically in it. And yeah, we're saying there's a chance.
There's a chance, without a doubt.
Opening faceoff, we're underway as Todd McLellan sends his top line out of Joe Thornton, centering Joe Pavelski and Brent Burns. We'll get to the lineups in just a moment, but the good news is Logan Couture returns to the Sharks lineup tonight here against Winnipeg after missing the game in Edmonton the other night. Here's Thornton with the first shot of the game and the save by Montoya. He wasn't sure where the rebound was, but the most important thing for Montoya and the Jets is he got in front of that shot by Thornton, who was one of the last Sharks to get a shot on goal in Edmonton. All Shark skaters, all 18 of them against the Oilers the other night, had at least a shot on goal, but Joe Thornton was the last. As fate would have it tonight, he's the first. As the Jets move it into San Jose territory, wristed in by Blake Wheeler. Wheeler, the main man offensively for Winnipeg right now, 59 points, including 24 goals on the season. Here's Couture, his first shift of the game. Sharks fail to clear. Jokinen back for Wheeler behind the net. He'll bring it up the wing. Now switches up, sends it deep. And a good stick by Couture to knock it away. Marleau now will skate it out of trouble himself as he peels away from Wheeler. Nieto tried to chip that in as Marleau was on his move across the line, but it's broken up by Winnipeg.
That was a nice to play in the defensive zone by Marc-Edouard Vlasic, sticking with his man as it rolled up to the top with the Winnipeg Jets.
Matt Irwin, he returns to the Sharks lineup on defense tonight as Todd McLellan has been trying to both rest people, also bring Brad Stewart back into a prominent role minutes-wise after he missed all that time before and during the Olympic break. And now the Sharks control up top. James Sheppard on this line with Wingels and Havlat. They score! Dan Boyle, and it's 1-0.
Well, James Sheppard does it again. Controls and protects the puck. Comes back out, goes high, waits for Dan Boyle to activate. Marty Havlat kind of causes some problems and creates a passing lane. Tommy Wingels doing the job in front. That's just a well-executed play by the San Jose Sharks. And Dan Boyle gets his first goal in 30 games. And James Sheppard keeps doing what he's doing lately, and that's a great sign for the Sharks right there.
9th goal of the year for the Sharks veteran defenseman Boyle. And it's a 1-0 lead here early in this opening period, and that's a weight off the shoulders of number 22. It had been a while.
James Sheppard with a nice hard pass. I didn't see that. Marty Havlat actually got a stick on it and kind of slowed it down from the Prism net cam. Al Montoya is out on Tommy Wingels. He thinks the pass is coming to the middle or maybe to the net. Instead, it's backdoor to Dan Boyle, who activated at the perfect time. Marty Havlat, nice little move off the top, and then slows it down enough for Dan Boyle just to tap it home.
Now Winnipeg with a chance as Frolik's shot goes wide, back to the front of the net, but it kicks back out to Brent Burns. He'll hand it on the wing to Thornton. Thornton into the zone with Pavelski, and Burns goes to the net, and he took a swing with the backhand, but he missed the puck. Back comes Frolik for the Jets. Over the San Jose line with Andrew Ladd, and Ladd scores! Niemi made the first save, but he left a rebound, and the Jets captain ties it right back up.
Good transition by the Winnipeg Jets, and they jump at the opportunity of a pinch. Joe Pavelski can't get to the puck carrier, then he's got to get to Andrew Ladd. He stops in front, Ladd keeps going to the puck. That's a tough play for Joe Pavelski. You've got the man, you're there, everybody's okay, and then Andrew Ladd slides by, stops, and stays with it. Stay with your man. You don't get that opportunity. Ladd cuts inside Joe Pavelski. Pavelski is not able to get back and box out Ladd from a second opportunity. And just as soon as the Sharks scored, the Jets have tied it up.
And Ladd missed the game in Dallas a couple of nights ago when the Jets started this trip to be with his wife, who gave birth to a baby girl, his wife Brandy, and he said he wanted to go out and score a goal for his daughter. He just did.
Did you hear that he was criticized about that on
well.
Winnipeg radio? And not by a guy who doesn't know better. This is a guy named Troy Westwood, who was a football player for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
There's always going to be haters, partner.
But criticize a guy for being with your wife and daughter at that time, your newborn baby? Crazy. Here's the Sharks lines up top. Pavelski, Thornton, Burns. We know, and there's the good news coming up as well. Marleau goes back with Logan Couture in the middle, coming back after blocking the shot. James Sheppard has been absolutely amazing, and Marty Havlat is on fire. He's getting points on a regular basis. Kennedy and Brown on the wings on that fourth line with Andy Bouchard. And the interesting thing, as you mentioned, the D mattering back in.
So 2 goals in the first 2.5 minutes, and goals 36 seconds apart here in period 1. A 1-1 game as Montoya will leave it for defenseman Mark Stewart. Turned over, and now Couture trying to chase it down in the corner against Jacob Trouba. As you look at the Winnipeg lineup tonight, and most notable, due to his absence, Devin Setaguchi. Coach's decision not in the lineup for Paul Maurice tonight against the team that drafted him. Buckland into the zone, looking for the pass from Wheeler, broken up by the Sharks, and now to center it's Sheppard. As James Sheppard picked up his 14th assist of the season on that goal by Boyle, and his 18th point. Here's Dustin Buckland. Hands it off. Down low, Eric O'Dell, number 58, forcing it to the net, and a chance for Adam Pardy, but the puck is cleared, and now back in his own zone is Paul Postma.
The Jets going to the net hard. That will be a standard theme tonight of the Winnipeg Jets.
Evander Kane now, number 9, comes across the Sharks line. His backhander saved by Niemi, and no rebound as we look at our Lexus keys to the game.
Well, as we just saw in the first goal, you got to battle in the blue. You got to battle with the paint in front of both nets. Winnipeg's very good at getting to the net. And one of the greatest Eagles songs of all time, and I'm not going to sing it, Desperado. You've got to be in that desperate mode because Winnipeg, as Tommy Wingles told us in the pregame, is a desperate team searching for playoff points. So you've got to match that urgency in their game.
The Sharks are desperate to stay ahead of Anaheim. The Ducks won last night in Calgary. They came from behind, fashioned a victory over the Flames. They've got Edmonton tomorrow night up in Alberta. In fact, down the stretch, the Ducks have Edmonton 3 more times, including tomorrow. But so far, so good. Sharks remaining first in the Pacific as Wingles carries it in. He's chased down by Postma, but it's kept in at the line by Matt Irwin. Back around for Wingles. Couldn't pick it up in time. Boyle trying to seal things off and hold it in. He does. The pass to Havlat, and it came off his skate. Kane comes to center and into the Shark zone, and now his backhand pass intended for O'Dell goes wide to the far side. Boyle for Mike Brown. Evander Kane just 2 goals in his last 16 as the Jets have seen their offense kind of dry up, and maybe not coincidentally since an injury to Mark Scheifele, their terrific rookie, and he is not in the lineup tonight as well due to injury. In fact, they've been really banged up. They're starting to get people back, but Grant Clixon is still out, James Wright, Chris Thorburn, Scheifele. We mentioned Pavlik, the starting netminder, also out of the lineup tonight for the Winnipeg Jets.
That being some of the reasons that you talked about that their game has faltered lately.
Now Kennedy chasing it down, but it's played across by Tangradi, who used to be Tangradi, but he asked for a correction in the pronunciation of his name league-wide. We are granting that wish. He is now Eric Tangradi. As Brent Burns chases it down, Toby Enstrom. He also asked for that. I am not kidding. We've been calling him Tobias for his entire career. Call me Toby. Burns shot saved by Montoya, and he'll hold it for a face-off in the Jet zone.
No change in that guy's name. Joe Pavelski, well, there was. He went from little Joe and then to the playoffs to the big Pavelski for being such a clutch performer. And this year, he's the big goal scorer for the San Jose Sharks. 37 goals. He has just been nothing short of amazing. And there hasn't been much of a drop-off. There hasn't been those long slumps that sometimes you see goal scorers go through. He just continues to persevere and dedicate himself and be as focused as you see him in Game 1 to Game 82.
Picked up another power play goal in Edmonton on Tuesday. Leads the Sharks with 13 power play goals, Pavelski. Here come the Jets. Wheeler cuts to the inside, and he shot it just wide. Made a nice move there on Vlasic, but didn't have the angle to score.
Real dangerous attempt right there.
Byfuglien and Wheeler out there battling Couture. And now Vlasic gains control behind the San Jose goal line, but Byfuglien pressures, and the Jets get the puck back. Shot from the point, deflected by Byfuglien, up out of play. Dan Boyle ends a long drought for the Sharks, and then Ladd ties it up. Time for tonight's Coors Light Cold Hard Facts. Joe Pavelski's hat trick and assist in Edmonton gave him his 6th career or 4-point game, and he's done it twice this year, both times in Alberta. He did it earlier this season in Calgary when he had 2 and 2. Must be something about that fresh Western Canadian air. As you see Pavelski on the Sharks all-time list, Joe Thornton's kind of got that wrapped up.
Yeah, he's got 18 4-point games, but no 4-goal games.
Of course, Pavelski on the night when he had his natural hat trick had a 4-goal game in Tampa. Didn't he?
No, that was Marty.
Oh, that's right. Somebody did. I knew somebody did.
And Joe Pavelski countered.
That's right. He had the hat trick, but St. Louis had 4 but lost as Ladd, who scored the goal earlier for Winnipeg, gets another chance there off a Sharks leg. Back to Pavelski at center. Now Thornton up the middle. Splits the defense. Looks for Burns. And it's broken up. And now Keaton Ellerby, who the Jets picked up on waivers earlier this year from LA, on second try banks it clear and into Sharks territory. Irwin across center. Stick check from Ladd, and Irwin puts it on net. Montoya the save. Picked up by Nieto, and Boyle couldn't find it as it skips through his skates and back to Niemi. Right now, the Jets are out shooting the Sharks 7-3 here in the early going.
One of the things the Sharks coaches scouted about the Winnipeg Jets is that they play a hard game. They really, hold on.
Jets back on it, and a shot by Wheeler deflects out of play off Brad Stewart, and the faceoff will stay in San Jose territory.
Winnipeg Jets are a very good forechecking team. They get on you fast. They're a good cycle team. They're big bodies that can skate. And you see guys like Byfuglien, and you saw it, Wheeler, Jokinen. Those guys can all get going. They all bring pressure on the defense, and you've got to find a way to get back quickly and execute that breakout so you don't allow the Jets to kind of overwhelm you in your own zone.
Not in the lineup for the Sharks tonight, Scott Hannon, along with Freddie Hamilton, who was recalled from Worcester. Little insurance in case Couture couldn't go tonight, but Logan is in there, as you see. And of course, Adam Burish suffered a hand injury on the road trip in Edmonton on Tuesday night, and he is out indefinitely. No timetable for a return on Adam Burish. And of course, Tomas Hertl remains on injured reserve for the Sharks. He was skating this morning before the rest of the group came out for the morning skate, and he continues to be on schedule for his recovery, but again, no firm date on when Hertl's back.
Well, thanks to the work of the great Mike Potenza.
Here's Kane for the Jets. Niemi the save. Rebound. This time, Odell unable to control it, and Braun's got it, but the Jets keep coming. That's their 8th shot on goal.
Yeah, very, very good team. And if you mess up in the neutral zone, it's going to come right back at you. Penalty coming up, go. Adam Pardy is getting 2 minutes. He's going to get it for the hold on Martin Havlat. Havlat sells this like crazy.
Winnipeg penalty number 2, holding.
Nicely done by Martin Havlat. If you're a Shark fan, you got to be kidding me. If you're a Jet fan, watch Martin Havlat right here on the far right. Look at him struggling, and there was a little bit of a grab on him, but well done by Martin Havlat to bring the ref's attention. So the Sharks get on the power play, a power play that found its mark against the Edmonton Oilers.
Did it ever? Sharks on a Cache Creek power play against the Oilers. Well, as good as it can get. 3 for 3 on the power play against the Oilers. Those power play goals, 2 of them by Pavelski, another by Marleau. Here's Patrick Marleau now down to Thornton, across for Burns, but it came off his skate. Jets don't clear. Boyle loads up. Now he backs away from pressure. Gives it to Marleau. And across through a seam to Burns. Burns on the wing. Back to Boyle. Marleau takes it to the middle. Thornton all alone! And it's cleared off the goal line. Oh, Joe Thornton, he just couldn't settle that puck and tip it home. It was there. Burns in front, saved by Montoya. Puck still loose and cleared.
That's about as big as a miss as far as empty nets that Joe Thornton will ever have in his lifetime. It was so wide open and he just couldn't find the handle on the puck.
Marleau cutting in, gets it away from Enstrom. Now Thornton and Marleau try to combine to get this puck back to the Sharks on this power play. Jets whip it around, but Burns will keep it in at the point. Dump deep for Marleau. Patrick in front. Pavelski, and it's saved by Montoya.
Montoya gets the stick out quickly and ramped the puck up and over.
Enstrom, the butt check by Burns. Here's Thornton again. Around the net. Far side for Burns. This time it hit him in the back.
He did, you know what, Joe Thornton, well, 1,200 games and being as great as Joe, he kind of forced that one a little bit. Early, before they had that scramble chance, they were looking really good, very purposeful, making smart, quick decisions. And then after that, they tried to force it a little bit. They got a little bit desperate and tried to force the puck back into the net. Joe Thornton out there for a while. Here's the great opportunity. Nice little chip play, almost a sweep to the net. There's Joe. It's going in. Nope, not going in. Good work by Mark Stewart and by Jacob Trouba as he comes back. But from the Prism net cam, you're going to get a good look at how wide open that was as Al Montoya was out of his league until Jacob Trouba and Mark Stewart helped him out.
Sharks on the attack here, still on the power play, but down to a dozen seconds. Kept in nicely by Irwin. Now Nieto. They whip it around back to the blue line. Irwin shot saved by Montoya, and it's cleared. And that's going to take care of the rest of the power play as Pardee comes back out onto the ice. So the Sharks get just grade A chances. A couple about as good as you're going to get, especially Thornton's. They end up with 3 official shots on goal, but it's still a 1-1 game here in the first period. Off the boards, Nieto. And a quick shot by Braun, saved by Montoya. And the Jets trying to attack quickly here. Odell sending it up to center ice. Kane's there. He's slowed down. Cutting in for Winnipeg is Matt Halischuk, who drew into the lineup this afternoon after it was decided by Paul Maurice that Devin Setoguchi would be a scratch tonight. It's been a tough year for Setoguchi. 11 goals in 72 games, and lately he has, well, just dried up offensively. Just 1 goal in his last 17 games for Setoguchi. Jets traded for him from Minnesota for a second-round draft pick, and flat out, at least from their standpoint, based on the lineup decision tonight, they're disappointed.
I think in the right environment, Devin Setoguchi can once again prosper.
Had a 31-goal year here for the Sharks in 08-09, and of course has scored some huge playoff goals in the past. Meanwhile, James Shepard, who helped engineer the Sharks' first goal in this game, down in the corner, working against the veteran Olli Jokinen. Wingels after it against Enstrom. Vlasic there too. Poked around, but the Jets control. Byfuglien at center has to reach back for it, and that allows the Sharks' Joe Pavelski to move it for Burns. And his shot saved by Montoya and held. First period here at SAP Center, all tied at 1. Time for our Geico quote of the game, but first here's the accomplishment to set up the quote from Roy Sommer. He set the American Hockey League record last night in Worcester in the American League. That's the Sharks' top minor affiliate, with 1,257 games coached, beating out Frank Mathers, and that's a record that held for 29 years. Roy's been with the Sharks through Kentucky, Cleveland, now Worcester. He was an assistant here in San Jose as well. And to that, he said, I know there are coaches in the league who have bigger paychecks than mine, and I know there are those whose paychecks are smaller, but every time I get one, I look at it and say to myself, hey, you know what? This isn't a bad way to make a living.
104 guys have come and played for Roy Sommer, including the gentleman you're seeing on screen, and he has helped get them to the National Hockey League. Let's not forget, he was also an assistant coach, as you mentioned, with the San Jose Sharks, and a world champion in roller hockey with the San Jose Rhinos. He was the head coach then.
Congratulations to Roy Sommer for that tremendous accomplishment of longevity in the American Hockey League. So many players in this organization owe him a debt. Logan Couture, Alex Stalock, the list goes on and on of players who are in this Sharks lineup that have been affected. Here's Joe Thornton with a chance at a breakaway, but Enstrom gets back and prevents that from happening.
Toby Enstrom can skate. Tobias could too.
Andrew Ladd, and that just about dropped to the stick of Matt Nieto. He'd have been tough to stop full speed up the middle. And now Nieto back in his own zone defensively. We're tied at 1 here in the first period at SAP Center in San Jose. Andy Hahn along with Drew Remenda and Brody Brazil. Fred Hedekin in the house as well to join us later on Sharks Post-Game Live along with Jamie Baker. We have got another Winnipeg penalty and another Sharks power play.
33 interference.
Interference on the left, top left of your screen. Coming up as Paul Maurice looks on, looking for the replay. Oh, you're right, actually right in the middle of your screen. Ooh, the Sharks. Matt Nieto takes a hard hit, and the Sharks get away with one there. That's a tough play for Dustin Byfuglien, and the puck is coming right there. He wants to play the body. He's got to be hard on the guy. Even though Matt Nieto doesn't touch the puck, you're going to play the body no matter what player you are in the National Hockey. You'll play the body 10 times out of 10 in that situation. Sharks fortunate. See if they can make the power play work in their advantage this time.
Both of the goals Dallas scored in the 2-1 win over Winnipeg a couple of nights ago were on the power play, so the Jets trying to get back in rhythm on their penalty kill. They gave up some good chances earlier in this period, especially to Joe Thornton on the earlier Sharks power play, but did not give up a goal. And now Brent Burns trying to keep it in, but that won't happen as Evander Kane scoots to the Shark line, and he'll drive this one up into the screen off of a deflection, I believe, off Dan Boyle.
The Winnipeg Jets penalty kill is 84%, very respectable, but on the road, they're the best penalty killing unit in the National Hockey League. So you've got to make sure you're going to make the right plays at the right time, and you've got to be very quick against the Winnipeg Jets with your passes and your player movement.
Jim Slater initially won that draw, but now Burns gets it back to the Sharks. Out with Boyle, and up front it's Marleau, Pavelski, and Thornton. And now Marleau comes back to skate it up the ice. Drops for Pavelski. On the entry, it's Boyle. Back for Burns. Now to Boyle again. A quick stick on Dan Boyle from Stewart. It's out again.
As soon as you enter the zone, bang, there's coming. The pressure's coming, so you want to move it, move it, move it.
8th in the league coming into the game. Winnipeg on the penalty kill. Boyle on the entry. It's cleared again. And now Thornton has to reach back, and he does so just in time, keeping it away from Ladd. Burns, now Pavelski. Burns scores! Brent Burns, a power play goal.
Watch Patrick Marleau in the middle go to the net. Patrick Marleau goes to the net. That clears out space, and then kind of a give and go at the entry into the blue line. A really nice entry. Cut in, put the puck behind the defense, get yourself open, and Patrick Marleau goes to the net. That draws all the kinds, or opens up all kinds of space for Brent Burns, and Brent Burns gets his 21st goal of the season on the power play with a nice, nifty little backhand.
Burns, 7 points in his last 6 games as he's heated up here down the stretch, and the Sharks regain the lead 2-1 on a power play goal from Burns. As you said, his 21st from Pavelski and Marleau at 14:27. Now Jokinen for the Jets. Byfuglien, who was in the penalty box when the puck went in the net, also out there for Winnipeg. And now Tommy Wingle settles it, and he'll send it in. Shepard trying to win the race to the puck, but it will be icing.
You know, the Sharks, and Brett Hedican has been saying this for a while. And, you know, this is the excellence of an analytical mind of Brett Hedican. Talking about the Sharks power play on the post-game or pre-game shows, and when he was with us inside the glass, he always talked about you could see some good things happening with the Sharks power play, even though they weren't scoring. They went for those stretches for quite a few games where they weren't getting anything, but they were getting chances. And I remember Brett Hedican talking about it a lot, saying it's going to happen, it's going to come, because the way the foundation is getting rebuilt, and you're seeing it now. 4 games, or 4 goals, I should say, on the power play in the last 2 games.
Yep, 4 for 5.
That's a good margin.
Classic for Jason Demers.
Margin?
I knew what you meant.
Well, you're the only one.
RD. Runs into Wingles.
That's something we have to contend with as well on that Winnipeg forecheck. They've got defensemen who are big and very aggressive. They're going to come down on the pitch.
The prior 2 games between these teams, very different. One was a high-scoring game that ended in a shootout. The other one was a 1-0 shutout for the Sharks. No shutouts here tonight, but the Sharks have the lead with 4 and change to go here in the first period. Justin Braun down for Couture. Logan delays. Now to the trailer, Brad Stewart, and his shot is blocked, and it is cleared out.
You like the D being active, but you want to see a forward cover for that defenseman once he jumps in. As soon as you can, you want that forward who's higher on that strong side get back up and not allow any odd man rushes against.
Yeah, if that clear out pass for Kane was any better, it could have been trouble. Braun fights it. He's got cover on the far side. Brad Stewart chasing it down. Couture can't knock it. Down to his stick. And Mark Stewart sends it back up for Tangradi. Oh, pass whipped right to the front of the net. Great chance for Winnipeg there, but the Sharks deny them. And we've got a San Jose offside call with 3:23 to go here in the first. Brent Burns gives the Sharks back the lead. Career, and it just keeps going on until I guess it will end in the Hall of Fame.
It will definitely end in the Hall of Fame. There's no doubt he has got Hall of Fame numbers. There it is, the pass, as we refer to it, in Dallas to Patrick Marleau, the overtime winner against the Chicago Blackhawks. That was a great night. And of course, the play that put the Sharks into the second round of the playoffs, being the Los Angeles Kings and the jumbo slide. All great moments, all wonderful moments, etched in the memories of San Jose Sharks fans everywhere.
Here he is with the puck and tried to put it on net, but just a little too wide with it as it's played deep again by Dan Boyle for Thornton. Thornton, far side. Irwin tried to whip a pass through to Burns. That was just a little too hot for Brent Burns to catch. Thornton back to the point, and Pavelski can't hold it in. I guess technically if you go to the Hall of Fame, your career doesn't end. It lives forever.
Good point.
Enstrom. And a turnover, but Ladd gets it back. Enstrom is going to have to chase back as both teams change on the fly here. We're under 3 minutes to go in the first period. Live here on Comcast Sportsnet California. Glad you're along on this Thursday evening as the Sharks have 1 game here on this homestand, then back on the road to play in Colorado Saturday. And they're offside again.
Brent Burns. Great pass by Matt Irwin, just skips over. And you see Brent Burns. Come on, puck.
It hit a Winnipeg stick.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
He was Brent Burns. He said, "Oh," and he was saying puck there. You can see it. The puck was bouncing over his stick.
Jokinen sends it in hard. It rims around to this side. Chopped ahead, now settled by Vlasic, on to Marleau, back to Marc-Edouard Vlasic. Marleau trying to chase it down again into the jet zone, and Byfuglien will hand it off to the defense. Jokinen. And a big hit by Demers down low. He got all of that one on Trouba. Byfuglien, puck sitting behind the net. Vlasic, a soft chip for Demers, and back around for Marc-Edouard Vlasic. Vlasic still on it. Pass center and in. Nicely placed right to Tyler Kennedy. Now for Brown behind the goal. He'll chase it to this side. Mike Brown has Winnipeg connections. He played in the American Hockey League in Winnipeg with the Manitoba Moose when he was with the Vancouver Canucks organization. And you can imagine he was a popular figure in Winnipeg. The kind of player Mike Brown is, as he's become popular here. Stewart for Winnipeg as the Jets try and get back on the board here late in this first period. Niemi's going to hold this for a face-off. The Jets have certainly had their opportunities in this first period as well, out shooting the Sharks 10-8.
And with Paul Maurice, who was a little upset with the referee right there. And Paul Maurice has got to push all the buttons right now. He is really, really upset with the officials. He's got to do everything he can because the Winnipeg Jets are in desperation mode. There's one intelligent coach in Paul Maurice.
You think he was upset about the Demers hit?
Ooh, I think he might have been, yep. Yep, but Paul Maurice has got to get every call he can. He's got to put the bug in the ear of the coaches early because he needs calls, because he needs advantages on the ice to push his team to the playoffs. They're in a long hunt, but I think Paul Maurice has done an outstanding job, and he is such an articulate guy, so thoughtful. Took his first NHL head coaching job between 28 and 29. I think he was on his 29th birthday. He's still talking to Russ. And he said he turned it down 3 times to not go to work for Jimmy Rutherford. And then when he took it, he just immersed himself in the game. I have a lot of respect for that coach. I think he's one of the good ones.
Jets won 11-4 in his first 15 games.
And the injuries have taken over.
Replacing Claude Noel partway through this season. Tangradi swinging it far side. He wanted Anthony Peluso, and now Peluso getting into it a little bit on the far side with Irwin as we're down to the final few seconds here of this opening period. Pavelski a steal, wants Burns. It comes to Thornton. Still time here to the net, but back through the crease. Irwin jumps in, tipped by Burns, save, and another chance for Pavelski. One more save by Montoya as the period comes to a conclusion with the Sharks pressuring around the Winnipeg net.
Heavy pressure by the San Jose Sharks and a couple of hard finished checks by the Winnipeg Jets. This might shape up to be a pretty good second and third period coming up.
It was a pretty good first one, and we have come to the end of it. It is the Sharks 2, Jets 1. We'll check in with our Sportsnet Central studios, and then Drew will be back to talk to UFC heavyweight champ of the world, Cain Velasquez. 2-1, Sharks with the lead as they make their way out of the dressing room, back out onto the ice here. And as they do that, we want to remind you that the Sharks and SAP Center want to show their appreciation for the passionate and loyal fans this year. Fan Appreciation Night coming up on Friday, April 11th, when Colorado's here. All Sharks fans in attendance receive a Logan Couture bobblehead, courtesy of SAP. Tickets are very limited. Don't delay. Go to sjsharks.com/tickets. A Boffo opening 20 minutes for Brent Burns. 5 shots, the goal. Logan Couture back in the lineup. Good to see him returning after that shot block in Calgary that kept him out of the Edmonton game a night later. Logan Couture back though as Todd McClellan suggested at the time it wasn't serious. He'll probably be back soon. He was right.
Absolutely, as usual with Todd McClellan. He's very rarely wrong.
Nice to see Dan Boyle with a smile on his face after scoring that goal, his 9th of the season. And now the Sharks with the lead as we head into this second period. Final meeting of the year between the Sharks and the Winnipeg Jets. Sharks looking to increase their lead atop the Pacific Division over the Anaheim Ducks. Right now that lead is 2 points. Sharks with 103, Ducks with 101. After tonight, Anaheim will have 3 games in hand, one of those to be played tomorrow in Edmonton. And the Sharks play Anaheim once more this season in Orange County. That'll be the 3rd to last game of the year on April 9th. Going to be a great race down the stretch to see who wins the Pacific. LA's probably not going to win the Pacific, but boy, they're playing well. Another win for the Kings tonight on the road in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's the whole thing. We talk about home ice advantage. Well, the LA Kings right now are the road kings of the National Hockey League. They are winning everything.
Jets moving into Sharks territory. Jacob Trouba. He was the top shooter for Winnipeg in the first period. 3 shots on goal for Trouba. Both he and Brian Little. Jets have a tough go of it on this road trip. They lost in Dallas 2-1 to start it. Tonight here, then on to LA, then Anaheim, then Phoenix, before they return to Manitoba. Their arena is occupied for 2 weeks with the Juno Awards, which is Canada's version of the Grammys. Byfuglien back into his own zone, chased by Wingels. Shepard steals. Shepard backhands it just wide.
Wow. They had Martin Havlat coming off of the bench in a one-time position, but
Wheeler a shot and they score! From a bad angle. Niemi felt it, wasn't sure where it was. It's in, and it's 2-2.
a close call at one end, and then Blake Wheeler, he's got amazing speed. And he gets it going, and he decides he's just going to go wide on Marc-Edouard Vlasic, who's a very good defenseman. It's just enough, though, just to get a shot. Marc-Edouard Vlasic does an outstanding job. This is just a bad goal. I mean, your goaltender has got to have that. There's no other way to put it. It's just a bad goal by Antti Niemi, and every once in a while, those things happen. Blake Wheeler gets his 25th goal of the season. Marc-Edouard Vlasic did what he had to, pushed the man to the outside, and forced a bad angle shot. But once in a while, the goalie misses.
155, time of the unassisted goal for Wheeler. Now Kennedy, and as he moves the puck to the net, a whistle, and we're going to get a Sharks penalty.
Hooking penalty, I do believe it is, to Andrew Desjardins, going into the zone right near the net, just as that play entered this. Just as
That was a penalty, 10, holding.
Oh, holding. Sorry, I thought it was a hook. And Andrew Desjardins coming into the zone, working hard, in on the forecheck, wants to be first. There's the grab right there. Yep, there's a hold, and that allowed Tyler Kennedy to get the puck and start to walk towards the net. Hand off the stick, and on the opponent's body, you're going to get called. You've seen it already called tonight on the Winnipeg Jets. Adam Pardy.
Now the Jets on the power play. After tying the game, they have a chance to take the lead. Kane's pass hits a skate. Marleau back the other way through center. Two defenders for Winnipeg shadowing Patrick Marleau.
One of the few guys in the league that probably could catch Patrick Marleau, and Vander Kane back checking in that situation.
Winnipeg's power play has been one of their areas of concern this year. 27. Marleau still in the zone. Wingels, and somebody lifted his stick there. It was Little.
Patty Marleau was a really good effort there. But boy, in those situations, you probably want to see the man take the shot if he can.
Wheeler, he's checked hard by Stewart. Ladd back to Byfuglien at the point. Andrew Ladd scored the first goal of the game for Winnipeg. And the Sharks get it clear.
Good read by Logan Couture.
Montoya way out of the net. Here's Couture, and Montoya saved it, but now he's still way out of position. Couture centers it. Vlasic shoots wide. Jumping in his Nieto, and he overskates it. Demers, shot, and Montoya the save. Wow, what an adventure.
What a penalty kill. Fans like it.
30 seconds to go on this Winnipeg power play. Sharks with the best chances so far. And for Montoya, it was Al's not so excellent adventure outside of the net. Shot from the point, saved by Niemi. Now Frolik recovers in the corner. Looks for Jokinen behind the net. To this side, it's Toby Enstrom. One-timer tipped over the goal. Odell back for Enstrom. Now Jokinen faces the net. Desjardins comes out off the backboards. And Demers upends Trouba. Frolik trying to put it out in front. And Desjardins now out of the penalty box. And over to Demers, and the Sharks back at 5-on-5. 2-2 here in the second period. Desjardins for Pavelski. And He'll send it across, where it's recovered by Mark Stewart. 13-12, the shots in favor of San Jose. Tangradi, and a good job by Boyle. Just got his stick on Tangradi's as he took that shot.
Sharks showing great hustle. It starts out with Patrick Marleau really getting after it on the attack. He's going to hold the puck just a short-handed against two guys. Still stays after, just hustling. Look at him battle with the heavy stick. Just continues to stay after Dustin Byfuglien. He's going to strip Dustin Byfuglien with an excellent little lift there, come over the top, I should say, of the stick. Almost sets up a great opportunity. And then from the Plimsoll song, A Million Miles Away. That's how you know that's horrible, I'm sorry. But what a great recovery save. That could be the save of the night right there. You'll see it on highlight reels everywhere. Al Montoya almost gives his team a big hole to dig out of on the power play, but Patrick Marleau, I'm sorry, Logan Couture was thwarted.
Kane might have helped out Montoya on that save. Here's a chance for Enstrom, and his shot from the left side goes wide.
I like the effort by the Sharks though in that penalty kill. They were hustling.
Enstrom checked by Burns. Thornton over to Irwin. Man on, it's Ladd, but Irwin with the nice up pass. And Pavelski able to get it out to center with Burns on his right. Gains the zone. Burns pass off his stick hard. He shakes off a checker in the corner. Thornton leaves it go to Stewart, who jumps in. Brad Stewart tried to rim it around, but he couldn't get enough on it. Now Marleau back for Couture. Logan to the net. Saved by Montoya. At Nieto. Up top. Marleau shoots. Montoya drops it. It's loose, and Nieto tried to put it home. Marleau seals it off on the near boards. Back to Brad Stewart. On Marleau's stick. To the middle for Couture. And it deflects to center. Entertaining game here at SAP tonight.
Very entertaining game.
Stewart, the stretch pass for Nieto, couldn't catch. Trouba. Marleau, who's having himself a night, isn't he? Checked by Jokinen. And Olli Jokinen will come out with it for Winnipeg. Live here in the second period, a 2-2 game. Sharks goals from Boyle and Burns, Ladd and Wheeler replying for the Jets. Byfuglien, Jokinen. And in the cycle here, Wheeler's got it again. Puts on the brakes, trying to shake off Shepard, who gets a nice stick in, but Wheeler back on the puck. Spinorama, and Shepard hung in there, and the Sharks get the puck back.
Sometimes that's all it is. You just got to hang in there. Kevin Constantine, former Shark head coach, used to say defensive hockey is sometimes you're going to bend, just don't break.
Now the Jets come back on the attack. Kane shot blocked. Desjardins trying to get it up, going the other direction quickly, and he does to Kennedy. Kennedy held up, draws a penalty. Odell with the touch, arm up, holding the call. Power play Sharks when we come back. 2-2 the score here in the second on Comcast Sportsnet California. Well, the Sharks are trying to win the Pacific, of course. Here's the breakdown, including tonight. Sharks with 8 games remaining to Anaheim's 10. And the Ducks are idle tonight. They'll play in Edmonton tomorrow. So after tonight, Anaheim with 3 games in hand. And there's the rest of the breakdown. And as far as strength of schedule goes, a little tougher for the Sharks. 5 of their remaining games against teams in a playoff position, including on Saturday in Colorado. And for the Ducks, only 3 of their remaining against playoff teams.
Sharks will play LA. They will play Colorado
twice.
They will play Anaheim, big game near the end of the year.
Phoenix as well.
Yeah.
Here's Burns. Shot. Saved by Montoya.
Good save.
Sharks on the power play again on the penalty for holding to Postma, 7:19. And a turnover to Ladd. And the Jets captain puts it on net. Niemi with a fat rebound. But controlled by the Sharks. And Burns across center ice. Hard pass. Marleau shot it just wide. A little too fine there on the near post side. Trying to catch Montoya. Burns again. The give to Marleau. Pavelski wanted Burns, but that went off a Jet stick and back out beyond center. Thornton has to hurry here with Wheeler on him, and Thornton takes a penalty.
He can clip him with a stick. Tricked him.
Joe Thornton does not agree.
I have to look at this on replay, but I'd be inclined to agree with him, I think. Oh, he just steps on his stick. Blake Wheeler steps on Joe Thornton's stick. I don't think that's a penalty, to tell you the truth, but it's nonetheless called. I don't think it's a very good call at all.
So the Sharks power play lasted a minute.
That's a great look. That's becoming my favorite Todd McLellan look, as he looks up at the big screen and sees the call. He disagrees with it, and you see that. I'm not even sure what kind of look to describe it as. Just leave it at that.
Tripping to Thornton at 8:19. So we'll skate 4-on-4 here for now. We won't, but they will. Jokinen. And now Couture brings it out, plays it back in. Enstrom alone for the Jets. Sharks sorted out defensively. As Demers gives back for his partner, Marc-Edouard Vlasic. He'll attack down the wing. To the net, Montoya knocks that down, and then it came right out front. But nobody able to get a stick on it as that puck was bouncing. And Jokinen back for Winnipeg. Jokinen now with it into the Shark zone. Back for Trouba. Puts on the brakes. Staying with him is Wingels to Frolik. Gets going on the power play now as Postma steps on. He'll go across the ice and get an opportunity for a forward to come on. Blake Wheeler steps on the ice, gets the puck, gets set to shoot, and they score. One-timer, Dustin Byfuglien, and the Jets lead 3-2.
The rotation off the top. Not really rotation, just Blake Wheeler just being able to get the puck up top and come across the top of the blue line. And now this is where Logan Couture has got to slide back into the middle here. What you want is Logan Couture, as you see a little communication, come back more towards the middle, get his feet moving back towards the net, and take away that seam pass if he can from the Prism net cam. It's pretty hard for the defense to get over there and front that. Maybe you'd like Justin Braun up a little bit, but I think more that's Logan on the weak side should be dropping back and taking away that seam.
So Byfuglien ties a career high with his 20th goal, and Blake Wheeler ties the game and then sets up the go-ahead goal as the Sharks go right back on the attack here. Down now 3-2. Wingels just blew a tire on the near side boards. Puck comes out.
Penalty coming up too. This one's going to be to, I think this is to the Jets.
Sharks will go back on the power play.
Winnipeg number 8 slash.
It's Trouba.
And Paul Maurice is giving the
Right there.
right there. I guess that's the ones right there.
It was before that, I think.
No, I think the second one
You
was,
think so?
yeah, and I just think that this, right now you're seeing calls being made almost every opportunity, and the coaches aren't liking it. It's, again, kind of a ticky-tack call.
The the Winnipeg goal scored by Byfuglien from Wheeler and Frolik at 9:32, just to get that straight. 20th of the year for the Big Buff. Now the Sharks on a power play, down by a goal. Burns, Thornton shot it into the blocker party. Now Thornton again. Marleau has Pavelski out front. Back to Thornton. And Joe fans on it.
Too much hanging on to it. What you saw earlier is some really good puck movement, quick puck movement. You gotta move the puck quickly and attack quickly against penalty killing nowadays.
Boyle can't catch it. Jets 2-on-1 shorthanded. Here's Frolik. And a diving play by Burns to block the pass. Another shot by Enstrom, and it rims all the way to Thornton. He'll come through the middle. Gets it deep, but Montoya will scoop it over to Stewart. That did not go out. Demers, and it hit Marleau in the skates, goes back to the Jets and down the ice.
Trying to pass it into the net right now. You've got to establish the shot and continue to shoot. When you shoot, it produces rebounds. Rebounds produce second offensive chances, and then you get to recover again if you can. You really get the defense scrambling. And right now the Sharks are trying to pass it into the net.
Couture for Havlat, second unit on. Matt Irwin. Havlat, one-timer, they score! Shepard off of Couture and in. And it's 3-3.
Well, the Sharks right here, Martin Havlat teams up with James Shepard. Watch Logan Couture in front. That's high up off his body. This is the price you have to pay. That's actually going wide, that shot, and I think it hits Logan Couture in the chest, doesn't it, guys?
I think you're right.
Oh, up on the...
Or the hand, maybe.
Hand, and it goes in. Deflected in off the hand.
So far, no indication they're looking at this.
Well, it's a goal. He doesn't have any choice. He doesn't knock it in with the hand. It goes off his hand.
Puck's been dropped. It's a good goal. 3-3. Power play goal for Logan Couture on the shot by James Shepard. Shepard now with 2 assists. And the Sharks have tied it back up. 3-3.
That's why you shoot the puck on the power play.
A combined 3 power play goals in this game. For Logan, that's his 20th of the year.
Sharks goal, his 20th goal of the season.
Now Jokinen back for Winnipeg. Bufflin, the shot deflects up and out of play. Shepard and Havlat with the assist on number 20 of the year for Logan Couture. 3-3 the score here in downtown San Jose.
EP Center, and I think I know a thing about toilet paper. Craftsmanship. These are the Comcast Sportsnet Sharks beanies or toques that have been given out tonight here. Every fan sitting in this section, all 300 of them get them. By the way, next Thursday, another Authentic Fan Thursday. Get your tickets right now. CSNCalifornia.com/AFT. Starkey, man, I love you. Come here. Give me some. Randy and Drew, is this a toque or is this a beanie? I'm not sure.
It's a toque, and you are unflappable. Well, we talk about Antti Niemi never getting bothered by traffic in the crease. Brody Brazil doesn't get bothered by anything. Absolutely unflappable. Speaking about traffic in the crease, Logan Couture was the guy in the crease, and thanks to his work, he's able to get the goal that puts the Sharks back in the tie.
Well, he's getting in front of pucks these days, isn't he? The big block in Calgary, which knocked him out of a game, and then that one hits him and goes in.
How calm, cool, collected is Double B? Double B with the Triple C.
That game next Thursday, Authentic Fan Thursday, LA in town. Be huge. Thornton taps it out front, and it is cleared by Ellerby. This will be icing against Winnipeg.
You got to get to the blue paint, and you got to shoot the puck. One of our Alexis keys of the game was get to the blue paint, win that battle. Look at Logan Couture. He's there. He tries to get out of the way of the shot, and it goes off of his right hand and into the net. Bang, in it goes. Now, he did not direct the puck in with his hand. That's why it counted. It was just simply a deflection, and that's Logan's 20th goal and another one on the power play.
Another point for Shepard, another point for Havlat. They have 2 assists each tonight. Entertaining night at the rink, 3-3, Sharks and Jets. Looks a lot more like the game in Winnipeg earlier in the year when these two teams did battle for the first time this season. Sharks lost that one 5-4 in the shootout. You'll recall a controversial call in overtime in that game when Tommy Wingels seemed to score the winning goal in Winnipeg, but then it was ruled otherwise by the officials. That one ended up being an 8-goal contest plus the shootout goal. And we've had 6 here already. Now Kane for the Jets. His shot goes just wide. Kennedy trying to clear it out, and it goes up out of play.
Let's go back to that game in Winnipeg. Tommy Wingels in front of the net. He is standing where he's supposed to. Shot from Mark-Edward Vlasic. Patrick Marleau picks up the garbage in front. Bang, it's in the net. Referee Dave Jackson says no goal. Tommy Wingels in the crease. Well, he's outside the crease. He is pushed in, and you see referee Dave Jackson, no, face off outside. And what was interesting about that, the Sharks had just been in a home stand, and Tommy Wingels got whistled for the same type of play against the Buffalo Sabres, and that time he got a penalty, as a matter of fact. So after that game in Winnipeg, the guys just told him, stay away from the goalie in OT.
It's a conspiracy. Evander Kane for the Jets. Boyle working him over as Kane takes it up the ice. Now back behind the net. Now is Chuck trying to make something happen for Winnipeg. Odell back to the point, and Niemi will eat up the shot by Stewart. All the push for the playoffs is on. 7 games left for the Sharks after tonight. But there are still tickets available for the upcoming home games, like on April 1st when the Sharks are back here to take on the Edmonton Oilers. Then, as we said, next Thursday on Authentic Fan Thursday, the LA Kings here, and then Nashville on the 5th. Get your tickets now at sjsharks.com/tickets.
There's a lot of teal in the stands every game. Absolutely amazing.
Couture upended. Jokinen trying to get it out front. Works it to the point. Party. And now Bufflin. And as he ran into Vlasic, the net comes off behind Niemi to stop play.
Big work by the Winnipeg Jets behind the net, trying to jam. And when you're trying to jam, you've got that big man right there, Dustin Bufflin. So good in front of the net. So tough to move. We saw Cain Velasquez in the first period. He's bigger than Cain Velasquez, Dustin Bufflin. Try to move that. That's not easy. Got to box out early and try to get his stick if you can. Be stick strong.
You don't get a nickname like Big Buff by accident. Got to be big.
And you got to be buff.
Yes. I think he might be bigger than he is buff.
Oh, nice little play. Nice try there by Tyler Kennedy, trying to put that puck behind. Sharks trying to use the ice behind all the time. That's how you push the pace. That's how you get faster. That's how you attack.
Here is Bufflin now for Winnipeg.
Good strip.
Vlasic and Kennedy combining there, and now they get it out. It's picked up by Couture. Into the zone. Puts on the moves as he tried to deke his way around Pardy. Now Couture slowed down at the end boards. Marleau in to help. Couture grinding it out with Pardy. And Adam Pardy gets it back over to this side of the ice for Paul Postma. To Blake Wheeler. He's got a goal and an assist tonight for Winnipeg. Lays it into the corner, peels off on a line change. Sharks with room and time to move the puck out of their own end as Justin Braun with a hard pass for Thornton. He'll send it ahead. Pavelski trying to chase it down against Toby Enstrom. They surround the puck. Up the boards. Michael Frolik. For the Captain Lad, back for Frolik, in on goal, and Niemi down to make the save. Played back to the net and tipped by Frolik, up and out of play. Just over 5 minutes left here in the second period.
Let's have Logan Couture be your forward right choice. Why? Because this is trying to battle. This is trying to get over the puck, get your nose over the puck. Watch how he uses his left foot. Tries to kick the kick the stick up, I should say, to get body position. He's not content to stay where he is. He's trying to move, consistently battle to get his nose over the puck and win that battle for possession. That's the forward right choice, Logan Couture. Boy, how many times we talk about doing the little things do we talk about the forward right choice? And how many times is the forward right choice Logan Couture? Amazing. That's when you're talking about battling for loose pucks. That's what you see right there.
And in 3 hours, we can wish him happy birthday. Logan Couture's birthday tomorrow. He'll turn 25. Irwin to Dan Boyle. Pass for Kennedy, and that was almost picked off by Halischuk.
Very dangerous.
Back come the Jets, and it's Kane. He'll get it, send it in. Niemi out to slow it down, but Halischuk gets it right back. Now Evander Kane bumps it back to the blue line, and mishandling it there was Stewart. Trouba up the middle. Kane splits the defense. Niemi with the save, but there's a penalty.
Penalty shot. Nope, just a penalty.
It's going to be a holding call.
Why Dan Boyle is turning the way he's turning in the neutral zone. Maybe he wanted to change, I'm not sure. But Dan Boyle turns to the outside. That opens up the inside for Jacob Trouba. Comes in. Another holding call.
Sorry, I had it as Kane. It was Trouba.
No, you're right.
It is
You're
Kane.
right. Sorry, I was
Sorry.
Trouba. My fault. It was Kane. Kane with that speed. I'm not sure why the middle opened up so much. I think Dan was going to change. And then as he's heading to the outside, he had to turn back to the outside.
Boyle gets the call. 15:56 for holding. And the Jets, who have a power play goal tonight from Byfuglien, will try and regain the lead in this game that has seesawed back and forth.
Remember the last power play the Jets had was a great pressure by the San Jose Sharks, and then they connected at the end.
Byfuglien loads up, and Niemi the glove save.
Well, one thing we haven't talked about is Antti Niemi and Dustin Byfuglien. They have in common what?
A Stanley Cup that they shared together in Chicago.
Absolutely. And Dustin Byfuglien and Antti Niemi, such big parts of it. And then the next year, that summer, I should say, they were gone. They went to different teams.
Blew the whole thing up due to salary cap problems in Chicago. Byfuglien went to Atlanta, eventually here to Winnipeg, and of course Niemi to the San Jose Sharks. But that was some kind of series those two had. Byfuglien and Niemi, really the central figures in that sweep in the conference final. As Byfuglien carries it into the Shark zone.
Wasn't Andrew Ladd on that team too?
He was.
Adam
Yeah.
Bursch.
Yep.
He blew that team completely. Had to.
And a steal for Pavelski. Wanted Marleau. Patrick will let it go down as the Sharks will change their penalty kill up here. Halfway done with it. A minute to go in the minor to Boyle. Trouba. Byfuglien again presents it to Jokinen, who trips over the center line, but gets it in. Demers now chipping it to this side. Byfuglien again. Enstrom hands it off. Good stick by Couture. And Montoya checks the clock. Half a minute to go on the power play for Winnipeg. 2.5 in the period. A 3-3 tie. And cleared out again by Vlasic.
I like the fact that Marc-Andre Vlasic contested his blue line. I think the Sharks' penalty killers have been very good at that as of late. That's why your penalty kill has been strong. They're pressuring up ice, and they're not backing into their own zone.
Dan Boyle about to step on. And that's it for the Winnipeg power play. Michael Frolik, though, controlling down low. And a good stick there by Brad Stewart. Joe Thornton gives it back to Stewart. And the Sharks regroup here. Quick pass up the wing. Havlat trying to thread the needle through. Takes the shot. Montoya the save, and he covers.
Sometimes that puck just follows Martin Havlat. Just follows him. Coming in. Looking to pass, not there, so he wants to just kind of filter it through with it. Goes right off the skate, right back to Martin Havlat. Does the smart thing and fires it quickly towards the net. And Montoya making the save. Patrick Marleau was driving the middle again.
It's a pretty straight up even hockey game, isn't it?
Without a doubt, and it was something that the Sharks coaches told their team was going to happen.
Jets literally fighting for their lives. Their chances to make the playoffs really only mathematical. Not particularly realistic, but that's more outside the Jets dressing room than in it. Players don't quite look at it the same way. If there's a chance, you keep playing like there's a chance. Halischuk, and a good sweeping check by Burns sends it the other way to Thornton. On the spin around a skating move, Thornton back to Boyle, and the shot just about went in. Burns, he fans after Boyles didn't have much on it. Now Irwin for Burns, off the boards, and it hit the outside of the goal post. Montoya was leading the wrong way. Minute to go in the period. Sharks getting chances here. Irwin, shot, Montoya the save, and Havlat cleared out. He wasn't really even in front of the net. More to the side. He didn't like it. Referees let it go after all the other stuff they called.
Well, they let a bunch of stuff go in front of the net. Martin Havlat got dumped twice in front of the net. James Shepard picking up a tooth right there.
Is he?
Yes.
I think so.
Check out in front. Martin Havlat gets tripped in front, gets knocked down. Brent Burns is there. He's going to turn, fire towards the net, but he fans on it. Sharks are right on top of him with Dan Boyle jumping in, being very active. He knows there's a minute left. Why not pressure? And then back in front again. James Shepard is going to get, Martin Havlat gets dumped, and then James Shepard gets dumped as well when he is going in the dressing room. He lost a tooth on that one.
There's a penalty. Mark Stewart. So the Sharks will finish the period on a power play.
I'm sorry, I got good news from the great Double B. Brody Brazil, it was a contact lens, not a tooth. I thought he was picking up a tooth because I saw something shiny in his hand. It was a contact lens. Great job, Brody.
Well, they gave a penalty to Shepard too. It's not a power play.
Well, James Shepard and Stewart got tangled up with each other, so it's good that it's not a tooth, that's for sure.
So Stewart and Shepard get 2 each for cross-checking. Actually, Stewart for cross-checking, Shepard for roughing it, 19:06. So the teams will skate 4-on-4 here down the stretch toward the intermission. Toby Enstrom for Winnipeg. Trying to turn the corner on Demers. Back to Enstrom's stick. And now to Byfuglien up at the blue line. Wrists it around for Ladd. Andrew Ladd, shadowed by Marc-Edouard Vlasic all the way up to the blue line. Couture against Byfuglien in the corner. It requires a degree of bravery to go into the corner with Byfuglien. And Couture has that. Now Demers back across to Vlasic. Under 10 to go in the period. As Vlasic sweeps it down the ice, there'll be a face-off in the Shark zone on this icing call with 3 seconds left.
Al Montoya looking at the bench saying, you want me out of here? And Paul Murray's going, no. I think Al Montoya's just going to stay in. He's signaling the bench. He wants to come. He wants to put the extra attacker on. 3 seconds, kind of like the ultimate time. That's the time you want, because it's pretty hard to get the puck all the way down the ice in 3 seconds on a face-off unless you win clean.
Montoya's not, he's at the hash mark, so I guess he's halfway to the bench. Now he backs into the net. Face off here, Jokinen against Couture. Jets win the draw, but don't get the shot on goal, and that's the end of the second period. As the Jets outscore the Sharks 2-1 in the period, but Logan Couture's goal, his 20th of the year, ties it back up at the end of 40 minutes here at SAP Center in San Jose. Sharks 3, Jets 3. Stick around, we'll check in with the studio for a playoff update, and then Brody Brazil back here at the rink to talk to Logan Couture.
Detailed, hardworking, as I said, smart, articulate, can deliver the message. And he's always got that smile on his face, just like the rest of the coaching staff. These guys love coming to work. They enjoy working with each other. And they enjoy working with that man right there because, again, one of the best coaches in the National Hockey League, and I think the best coaching staff in the NHL. Doug Wilson, general manager, said this is the best coaching job he's seen since he's been in San Jose. And that's saying something because I was on the coaching staff at one time.
You're assuming he was not the general manager at that time, so he couldn't include that body of work.
Unfortunately, he was a player at that time. He saw that work too close.
Justin Braun sends it out of play, so we will have a face-off all over again, or are they going to? No, it's not going to be penalty. Just get a new puck.
It's a forecheck, yeah. So
there's Doug Wilson.
There's the great Doug Wilson, general manager of the San Jose Sharks. An original San Jose Shark way back in 1991, and unfortunately for Doug, his last game he ever played in the National Hockey League was against the Winnipeg Jets.
First ever San Jose Sharks captain. Logan Couture at center ice. We're 4-on-4 here because of those penalties late in the second period to Shepard and Stewart. They'll be out in a little over half a minute. Jokinen. Braun gets position on him, and Justin Braun will feed Couture. And Marleau will turn back from pressure as the Sharks get a line change. And in 15 seconds, we'll be back to 5-on-5. Sharks will leave tomorrow for Denver, play the Avs on Saturday. And that is a very unusual start time, so mark it down. We'll be on the air at 11:30 a.m. on Saturday from Denver. Sharks pregame live. 5-on-5. Now the tip and the save by Montoya off Thornton.
A nice play. Joe Thornton going to the net, stick down, and Marc-Edouard Vlasic took a little bit off the shot, shooting for the blade on number 19.
Colorado, by the way, beat Vancouver tonight 3-2, so the Canucks were on a roll, but it ended. They'd won 3 straight. Their chances were slim anyway, and they're still mathematically alive, but they were one of those teams that you feel had to almost run the table, like the Jets. Here's a glove save by Niemi on a hard wrist shot by Stewart, and it's cleared back out over the line.
Expect the Winnipeg Jets defense to be very active right now in this third period. They're going to pinch when they get the opportunity. They're going to jump up in the play when they get the opportunity. Marc-Edouard Vlasic head up all the way, looking for the shot pass, and that's a nice one by Marc-Edouard Vlasic and a heck of a save by Al Montoya. And then the Jets on their forecheck. Get it back. Mark Stewart jumps in as Andrew Ladd gives it to him. Puck out front. Sharks do a nice job of making sure no Jets get there, but close at both ends.
Jets lost in Dallas Monday, then chartered right to Oakland after that game. And the players had their day off in San Francisco Monday. They checked into a downtown hotel in the city, spent a day there, and then shuttled to San Jose for a day of practice here as players got the chance to do a little sightseeing. Alcatraz, Chinatown, cable cars, etc. As that one just skipped through the crease. Getting all the best of the Bay Area, the city, and then the South Bay. Irwin deep in Winnipeg territory, and Shepard tried to get it to Havlat at the point. Niemi comes out parallel with the goal line to keep it moving for the Sharks. 3-3 here in the third. Last game in the NHL on this Thursday night. Glad you're with us here on Comcast Sportsnet California. Wherever you're watching tonight. 7 games left for the Sharks after tonight. Desjardins battling to keep it in. Turning for Winnipeg is Peluso. Turned over to Brown. He'll whip it to the net. Montoya fights it off. It's loose in the crease. And gathered back in by Tangradi. He'll clear to center. And now Peluso onside as he's checked by Stewart hard on the far side. Desjardins back. He took a pop from Tangradi. And Tangradi with another shot at Brown on the near boards, but Braun has it and settles things down. 24-20 the shots in favor of the Sharks here in the third. Marleau scoots past Little, and then he loses the puck at center to Ladd. Stick save for Niemi off Andrew Ladd, who scored Winnipeg's first goal tonight back in the first period. Ladd's 22nd of the year.
Keep in mind what Jim Johnson said. You can't turn pucks over in this third period.
Nieto gets past Frolik. Plays it off the backboards. Ladd pressured by Marleau. Nieto a shot and Montoya the save. Couture can't settle it. Vlasic will. He keeps it in. Scoops it toward the net. Blocked in front. Trouba now. Over the sharp line to Andrew Ladd. Ladd puts it on goal, swept aside by Niemi. There is some stuff going on behind the play between Trouba and Vlasic. They were fencing. Wheeler trying to shake off Demers. Thornton will send it up ice. Bufflin, and it's turned over to Pavelski. Joe Pavelski doesn't shoot, curls back, gives it to Demers, and he blasts it wide. Now Thornton behind the goal, trying to center. Pavelski up top, and he'll rim it down for Thornton. Enstrom there for Winnipeg as Thornton sends it to the line. Almost picked off by Byfuglien, but Boyle has it. And back to the Sharks captain. Boyle heads for the net. And a poke check by Party. Knocks the puck away now, O'Dell.
Boy, has Dan Boyle been active? He was jumping there in the middle, driving towards the net. That's who Joe Thornton was looking for.
Boyle with the game's first goal back in the opening 2 minutes of the contest, his 9th of the year. And he has it now over to Irwin. Picked off by Kane. He'll wheel it to this side. And unable to get to it was Haluschuk, but Party holds it in at the point. Evander Kane kicked out by Niemi. Haluschuk looks back toward the blue line. Now Kane with it behind the goal line. He'll bring it out. Shepard knocks it off his stick and down, icing waved up. 6 minutes gone here in the third period. And not trading chances so far so much as they have earlier in this game here in the third. Now an interception as Kennedy almost ended up in the Jets bench on that hit far side, and play is stopped. We'll be back on Comcast Sportsnet California.
Sharks Hockey on Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Toyota. Do the math and save at your local Toyota dealer. And by BJ's Restaurant and Brew House, pursuing amazing for one and all.
Randy Hahn, Drew Remenda, Brody Brazil coming up on Postgame Live tonight. Brett Hedican and Jamie Baker, and we're glad you're along as well. Here at SAP Center at San Jose, a 3-3 game in the third period. And a battle behind the San Jose net. Brad Stewart and Eric Tangradi. And the puck ends up on Justin Braun's stick. Looking to get it back from Tyler Kennedy, but it's cleared back out by the Jets. Now Braun again as the Sharks change up forward lines. Back for Stewart. Scott Hannon getting the night off as Todd McClellan is handing out some rest, heading toward the postseason.
And also trying to get Brad Stewart some work. He was out for a while with an injury.
Nieto almost got that to Marlowe. As Demers gets it back deep again. Nieto had it, and now Jacob Trouba will bring it out for Winnipeg, and now send it back to Mark Stewart. Jets would miss the playoffs for a third straight year unless they can somehow fashion an incredible comeback here late. 2-on-1 chance for a leak shot blocked by Vlasic. Now Little. Back up top for the Jets, and off the stick of Ellerby it rolls out. Little alertly gets it back and into Frolik.
Jason Demers got away with a penalty on Brian Little as he was holding his stick when the two were racing for the puck, and as soon as the play went by him, he got his head turned, looked for the referee, see if the arm was up.
And this one's going to be called icing.
He's going to just find which guy.
Coming up tonight at 10:30 on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area, it is Sportsnet Central with Amit Fried and Eric Coscarelli. They'll have more reaction from here, from inside the Sharks dressing room. A's Giants at AT&T, highlights and reaction from that, and a report from the Stanford-Dayton game today. All that coming up tonight at 10:30.
Jim Cosamore was at the Giants and the A's today before the game. Going to bring you surely excellent insight.
Jokinen on the faceoff, and the shot by Ellerby wide. Wheeler lost his edge. Here's Pavelski. Burns has to slow down to stay on side. Now Joe Pavelski coming off his third hat-trick of the year on Tuesday night in Edmonton. Sitting on 37 goals now, tied with Perry for second behind Ovechkin, who has 48. Byfuglien around for Wheeler. Wheeler with a 2.9 so far, as it's wristed back deep by Postma, and behind the net, it is Jokinen. He'll hand it off. And back out it comes to Joe Thornton. Boyle in alone, gets it deep as it rolls to the corner. Picked up again by Paul Postma. 11:20 left now in the third. Shepard tried to reverse for Wingles, who was coming back out of the zone. Picked up by Kane, and now Winnipeg's offside at the blue line.
Just want to watch Matty Irwin. Guys, you can just play this in real time as Matt Irwin just has to go back for the puck. Because the puck pops past Dan Boyle, now Matt Irwin's got to be in there. Now he's going to stay on it, and now watch what he does. Checks his man, makes sure he tags him, identifies him. Now he wants to get in body position. He's going to roll back inside and get strong stick, and then turns Byfuglien out, gets the stick on the puck, does a nice job defensively handling Byfuglien in front as well as trying to retrieve the puck.
Braun gets it in. Postma falls on it as Havlat tried to jab it out from underneath him. Stewart for Braun, makes the adjustment, sends it up off the boards for Shepard. In for Wingles, he's got Havlat with him, and a good sweeping check by Postma knocks it away. Back come the Jet. Matt Halischuk gets through, gets it on net. Niemi the save, trying to force it back to the net as Halischuk.
There's two people for the Winnipeg Jets in the paint. Something that we've probably keyed in on Alexis Keys to the game. You have to make sure you protect the blue paint.
Kennedy, a nice move to get past a man at center. Puts the shot on the blocker off of Trouba behind the play. Kennedy gets his money's worth against the Jet defender back there, Mark Stewart, who's slow to get up. Kennedy trying to pass it to the inside, denied by Keane. And back come the Jets, pushed deep into San Jose territory. Vlasic back on it, and he just sidesteps a hit as it's getting more physical here in the third all of a sudden. Tangradi with Slater.
Here's how Winnipeg's attempting to put the puck at the net every chance they get.
They get one to the net there, saved by Niemi. Now Enstrom on the wing, the shot whipped off the skate of Vlasic. Keaton Ellerby to the net, and right there was Ladd, but it went through his skates.
Andrew Desjardins and Marc-Edouard Vlasic did not shoulder check, didn't get their head on a swivel. They had no idea that play was going back there.
Nicely knocked down there by Demers as that pass was intended for Enstrom. Marleau challenging two defenders. He'll go wide against Ellerby. Puts on the brakes, and now the Jets get it back. Ladd for Frolik. Michael Frolik sets up, shoots it wide. Couture against Party on the near boards, and Party will send it ahead. Brian Little back for Party to the right side. Trouba looking for the puck to get to the net, and Niemi fights it off as Ladd tried to put the Jets in the lead.
Remember that one that Blake Wheeler scored that he shouldn't have? Antti Niemi's even right now because that's a heck of a save.
Ladd again for Frolik. Off his stick to Trouba, who jumps in from the blue line. We talked about the Jets' defense being active in the third. They have been that. This one goes up the middle, but not out. Jokinen back to the line. Saved by Niemi again.
Stick snapped.
Frolik. Party takes it off the boards. Back for Byfuglien. And that's poked away by Marleau.
Gotta get a change here.
Byfuglien stumbles, but comes in with the puck offside. A hard-hitting third period here in San Jose. Sharks, Jets, 3-3.
Great players fight back. Great goaltenders do the same thing. Give up a bad goal in the second. Get the bay alarm save of the game in the third. Not once. Coming up right here. That one right there. Fighting it off with the blocker. Puck is going in, and Antti Niemi keeps the game at 3 thanks to Bay Alarm protecting California homes for nearly 70 years.
Byfuglien lines up next to Brent Burns. Two defensemen converted to forwards. They both have goals in this game tonight. Burns, Boyle, and Couture for the Sharks. Byfuglien, Ladd, and Wheeler for the Jets. And we're down to under 8 minutes now in regulation in this final game this year between these teams. If you're Paul Maurice, you've got to love what your team has brought tonight. The Jets coming off a disappointing loss in Dallas. Keep in mind, this is the third youngest team in the NHL, Winnipeg.
That's why I think they got the right guy at the helm right now.
Only Edmonton and Nashville are younger. Jets average 26.5. Braun behind the net. Thornton can't catch the pass, but it rims all the way to Vlasic. Sharks are heading off on a change. In the meantime, Burns gets it and intercepted by O'Dell. But Vlasic able to work it to Demers. Up ice for Shepherd. He'll gain the zone. Play it to the net. Off the stick of Montoya to the far boards.
I think the Sharks have managed the puck particularly well here in the third. That's really given Winnipeg Jets some traction in this third period. That's why they're putting the pressure on the Sharks, and right now out shooting them by 3, 28-25.
Some skating room for Martin Havlat. Hands it off to Shepherd. Shepherd has to maneuver around a dropped stick. Plays it off the boards for Irwin, and the shot saved by Montoya.
Off the shoulder.
Sharks hold it in. Shepherd has Wingels out front. He'll come round with it again. Up top, Irwin's shot deflects wide off the backboards and controlled by Postma. He takes a hit from Wingels. Tommy Wingels getting his money's worth there, coming off a big game in Edmonton when Wingels had 12 hits. Trouba for the Jets. Taken up by Marleau. Now he has it behind the Winnipeg net. To Couture. Logan out front. Down with the stick was Nieto, but he couldn't make contact. As Frolik tries to bust out of the zone. A penalty coming up to Stewart. 2-on-1. Trouba shot saved. And the power play now for the Jets. 3-3, the man advantage for Winnipeg when we come back. Here it's time for our Toyota game summary and a 3-3 tie. All the goals in this game scored in the first 2 periods. Boyle, his 9th of the year. Then Andrew Ladd tied it. Then Burns gave the Sharks back the lead on the backhand. Blake Wheeler tied it again. Then on the power play, the big buff with his 20th and Logan Couture. Right place, right time. 20th of the year. Here's the penalty to Stewart.
Yeah, Brad Stewart was in trouble. He knew right away, and he had to step in and do something, or it was a 2-on-1, almost maybe a 2-on-0. He tried to pinch, and then Frolik just got there ahead of him. Frolik's very quick. And now this is a huge penalty kill moment for the Sharks.
As it was, Niemi still had to make a quality save off Frolik on the tail end of that play. Now Winnipeg with the man advantage, where they are 1 for 3 tonight. The power play goal scored by Byfuglien back in the second. He's got the puck now to the front of the net, where it's blocked by Vlasic and cleared.
Watch the battle in front of the net. The D also will be very good at getting pucks through.
Toby Enstrom for Winnipeg. They'll rim it around to Byfuglien's side, who slows it down. Now played to Braun. Ladd trying to scoop it up to Byfuglien, but Couture there quickly to clear it again.
As soon as the rim went in, the rim dump in to gain possession by the Jets, the Sharks were pouncing, bringing 3-point pressure.
Now Desjardins up top with Nieto on the PK. Jets, Ladd, shot, blocked. Desjardins getting in the way. Boyle trying to clear. It takes a Sharks bounce and comes out of the zone.
And these are the situations you really have to be stick strong.
Boyle lost his stick. Here's Wheeler bringing it in for Winnipeg. Enstrom back for Wheeler. He's chased up top by Demers. And now a steal for Braun, who puts it down.
That broken stick helped.
Montoya leaves it for Enstrom. This is only the second time Montoya has ever played a game in goal in this building. He was originally a first-round pick of the Rangers, but he was also with Phoenix. Had a 40-save win here back in 09 for the Coyotes. He's got 26 tonight, but right now it's Niemi who's being counted on this penalty kill for the Sharks. So far, not much getting to him. As Couture backhands this out of play. Let's see what the call's going to be here.
There's going to be a discussion. Did that go without being tapped? The penalty box is opening, and Logan Couture is avoiding it sheepishly.
Yeah, he's getting the penalty.
2 minutes delay of game.
We got a penalty. San Jose 39 delay of game.
Logan Couture tries to clear it out. And Winnipeg right away with the new signal in the NHL, pointing up right away that the puck went out without touching the glass. And wow, the Sharks now 3-on-5 for the San Jose Sharks point of view for 11 seconds. Now, this is a huge, huge face-off.
That's the key here, because if you win the draw, get it down, that should allow Stewart to come out. And then you've just got a traditional 5-on-4 to kill the rest of the way.
Unfortunately, though, you're playing almost 4 minutes now in a tied game, shorthanded. So this is a big moment right now. Paul Marie's talking to his big guys, a timeout call, because why? You want to rest your big dudes right here for a chance to be fresh for the power play. Couture he's not even arguing. He's calm, cool. He just want to check it out on the screen, on the video that's played for him in the penalty box.
Well, wherever Bruce Boudreau and the Anaheim coaching staff are watching this game in Edmonton tonight, we know who they're cheering for right now.
They're going, go Jets, go right now.
Sharks win the face-off. Thank you, Joe Pavelski. Braun gets it down. Montoya leaves it behind the net. Out comes Brad Stewart now, and the Sharks are defending a 5-on-4. Blake Wheeler on the rush, and a pass just off the end of Brian Littlestick.
He's got some scary speed. 26 for the Jets. Blake Wheeler.
Wheeler to the net. Enstrom scores. Toby Enstrom gives the Jets the lead, 4-3.
Justin Braun is furious at himself. Why? Because this is his job to block this pass. He's on the slot. He turns. He knows the play's coming. Now he's going to get his stick down, but he gets it. The pass comes underneath the stick. He's got to take away that paint. You want to push back if you're Marc-Edouard Vlasic, and Justin Braun's got to take that pass and prevent it from getting across. On the Prism net cam, well, Antti Niemi gets his left leg on the outside of that post, and he's hesitant on getting across as well, so he doesn't give himself a very good chance on making that save. And Justin Braun smacked his stick on the net after, upset, but he didn't take away that pass.
So now the Sharks need a goal with 3.5 minutes to go. The power play goal for Enstrom, his 9th. It comes at 16:24. It came 5-on-4. Here's Boyle into the Winnipeg zone. Wheeler and Little got the assists on that go-ahead goal. Irwin tries to get it deep and around for Thornton, but it was blocked. Odell ahead for Kane. Evander Kane into the Shark zone, kicked out by Niemi and cleared away by Burns. Not out, and as it comes over the net on the scoop shot by Ellerby. Now Couture to Boyle. Logan Couture at center for Pavelski across the Winnipeg line. Back for Couture, knocks it down, gets a backhander wide that goes behind the net. Now comes back to Pavelski, shoots, saved by Montoya, rebound just wide, and now it's back to Boyle on the near side. Off Couture's glove, he's checked by Party. Couture trying to get it up top for Boyle. It takes a bounce to Couture, now Pavelski out front, and that one will come out of the zone and go all the way down, and Vlasic's going to have to give chase. Sharks will change up, still 2:22 to go. Ellerby with his skate over the puck. Demers trying to dig it out.
Jason Demers kicking at it, trying to get that puck loose.
And it comes out of the scrum to Joe Thornton. He's chased up the boards by Jokinen, and his hard pass hits Vlasic in the chest.
He thought Vlasic was going to stay wide, so he wanted to put as much on it as he could. Vlasic cut back towards the middle.
Thornton across center, sends it in, but not deep. And Ellerby sends it right the other way to Frolik. 1:45 left. Michael Frolik pushes a shot wide. Braun, and that'll skip free to Adam Party. Niemi can't get out. Jets have the puck as Ladd sends it into the corner. Little there for Winnipeg, checked by Brad Stewart. Now Justin Braun with it. Drives it off the glass, looking to get it to Pavelski and in. Jets clear it out. Niemi still stuck in the net. 1:15 to go. Now Niemi leaves. Pavelski into the Winnipeg zone. Party intercepts. Irwin keeps it in. Winnipeg, though, with the puck behind their net. Pavelski on the near boards. Ahead now for Wingels. Wanted Couture. Irwin jumping in. too high for Couture to knock down with a glove. Played back to the point. Boyle's shot, saved by Montoya. Jets can't get it out. Yes, they do. Wingles just couldn't settle it. 42 to go. Sharks weren't onside when that pass came to the blue line. Party will take a shot. And here's Jokinen in alone against the empty net. And he dropped a pass for Wheeler that went the other way. Couture over the Winnipeg line. And he can't hang on as Byfuglien backhands it back into the San Jose end. Thornton takes it, turns. And it'll skip through. Marleau trying to chase it down. 15 to go. Sharks need pucks to the net. Or a puck to the net. So far, Winnipeg defending well. Under 10 to go. And Frolik will clear, and that's going to do it. Montoya with the final save of the game, and the Jets on a power play goal by Toby Enstrom in the third period win it 4-3.
The Jets come up with a big win to keep boosting their playoff hopes. They came out with a very gritty performance in the third period. They were terrific, and the Sharks just couldn't keep the puck out of the net when they had the opportunity.
Only the 6th home regulation loss for the Sharks this year. Final score, Winnipeg 4, the Sharks 3. Sharks postgame live starts next.